Hello, viewers. This is Michael from Screen Views, bringing you my 640 podcast. This is my 640 podcast. Like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to break your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will have shown adult language. If you're under 18. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will have some adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So basically, once again, I say again, if you're over 18, that means you got to watch this audio podcast recording video. Anyway, with this everything else out of the way, let's talk about He-Man Revolution Season 1, Part 1. I gotta say, ooh, this I know that before I get into it, I know a lot of hardcore He-Man fans are still mad at Kevin Smith because how Revelations turned out. A lot of people a lot of He-Man fans were pissed off because Revelation focused more on T-Law than Adam as He-Man. So basically, a lot of the hardcore He-Man fans was mad at Revelations and because it focused more on T-Law. Now, when it comes to Revolution, we got a better balance. But honestly, I liked it. Revelations, all the characters in Revelation get, even I didn't really mind much, I didn't really mind as much that that Revelations focus on Tila and the other characters, giving them some story arc, arc parts and whatnot. It was very good. It handled it very well. So basically, and just to let everybody know that Kevin Smith is still the showrunner of the He-Man series, Becky and Revolution. So basically, he was the showrunner in Revelations as well. And basically, a lot of people, a lot of hardcore, like a lot of hardcore He-Man fans are still mad at Kevin Smith because yeah, because it didn't really Revelation didn't fully focus on Adam slash He-Man. It focused on Tila and the other characters as well, and that really, people still are reminded of that. But Revelation was good. I mean, like Revelation was a good series. Like I didn't mind that Madeline wasn't the main focus of Revelations. It gave other characters time to get some character development and whatnot. So basically, enough about Revelations. Let's go into Revolution. I gotta say, I really liked it. Honestly, this was a good step up. So basically, it struck a balance it struck a balance to what anybody liked it because everybody got their chance to shine in this book. So basically, it wasn't it wasn't fully focused on Adam. Like every character had their own had in the first part had their own time to shine in the first part of Revolution. So basically, and plus the whole Skeletor being Adam's uncle thing was just like whoa, mind blowing and sad at the same time as well. So basically, now you feel sad. So basically, all this time that like Skeletor, trying to conquer Eternia, all the time he has a legit claim to the Eternia throne and whatnot. So basically, all the time that Skeletor has been assessed a getting the power of Glacial and conquering Eternia, it turns out that by birthright, he is the rightful king of Eternia, and because of his father and his because of his father and his because of his father, he could have just changed the law and basically see, before Skeletor became evil, things could have been different. So basically, it makes you feel sorry to Skeletor even more because he does have a gripe. He does have a gripe at the royal family. He was cheated. He was the firstborn by birthright. He is the king, but because he's not, but because he's from a different race, and because he was born, the Skeletor was born, was basically, was born from a different race, because of the law, Skeletor father couldn't, you couldn't, was kind of forced to avenge Skeletor and send him back to his own people, even though he had the power to change the law if he wanted. He had the power to change the law, but Skeletor's wife at the time, his stepmom, that's why I call her the queen. Skeletor's stepmom at the time was like, no, you could change it, but you could change it, or you could just. It's best to send him back to his people, or he could have, the king. The king could have let Skeletor stay with his father. He would have been at least a part of the royal court. His brother, Prince Adam's father, would love to have Skeletor in his court and whatnot, but etc. etc. Things happen, and plus, I really liked the whole message of this. The main lesson of the series is finding balance in life and respecting the course of life as well. So basically, mm, mm, Adam's father, the king, king could have, like he chose to die. Like Adam's father, who was dying, could have had Tila, who was Tila, to hit him, and basically he would have still been living, but he chose not to, and therefore he went with the course of life. So basically, I could have the sorceress, the grace of use her powers to heal me. I'll still be alive, but I choose not to. I choose to follow the course of life. We live and we die. And plus the whole balance in life. So basically, Adam couldn't find that. Adam was conflicted. He does want to protect. He does want to make sure. That he understands his duty as a prince. He does want to see. He does want to govern. He understands he understands his duty as a prince and the next king of Eternia, but at the same time, he's been a warrior. He's been a warrior defending his kingdom. So basically, Adam could have found Adam could have appointed a council. Could have appointed a council to help him rule Eternia and still continue his He-Man duties. But instead, Skeletor is like, it's like, what? We've been relying on the king, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm tongue tied. So anyway, Adam could have found a way to still be the king and also be He-Man at the same time. So basically, he could have started a council like a council to help, run the kingdom when he's not when he's doing his He-Man thing, but instead, instead, he basically gave up his royal status and absorbed the royal monarchy and and say that the people are free to choose their own leaders and whatnot. That was a good plot twist right there, and plus the whole balance between magic and there is a balance. Everybody needs to find a certain balance. So basically, it's all eternity. What a powerful technological world, but since magic was introduced, since magic came to Eternia, it's been like kind of milk. So basically, we see a lot of magic versus technology going on versus and working together in this. So wow. So basically, my point is this. My point, the main the main message of the main lesson of of the series. The first part is like we do need to find balance in life and also and set the natural course of life. Basically, what I mean by the natural course of life. I mean, we 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 get born, and basically we die. So basically, that's the natural course of life. So basically, we get born, then eventually we die. So basically, when Adam's father refused to be healed by the sorceress, he was going with the natural course. So basically, he lived a fruitful life. He has no regrets of what he done. He had faith in his son and whatnot. So basically, yes, he could have. Once again, he could have had Tila use her powers to heal him of his ailment that was killing him, but he decided to go with the natural course of life as well. So and also the main part I really like about this is Keith David and Mark Hamill together. Oh my God, that was awesome. Seeing Keith David and Mark Hamill are voiceover royalty. So basically, it, it's hard to believe that Keith David and never done any cartoon voiceover together until now. So basically, Keith David as Havoc was awesome. So basically, most likely Havoc is coming back. If you watch the ending of the first part, Havoc is wounded. So basically, he's coming back to get revenge on Skeletor and take down He-Man. So basically, hoping I can't wait to see how things turned out in the second part of Revolution. So basically, this was a good solid He-Man series. So what do you guys think about this? Good, bad, or just okay? So, part one of Revolution. What do you guys think about it? Good, bad, or just okay, or just nah? Please let me know. Anyway, signing off from Scooby Reviews. One.